Oh, really?
Hey guys.
Hi, everybody.
Hi everybody.
That's not in here.
Yeah, and hi everybody who is in here. A couple people, we're going to let everybody kind of join. Just so you know, Poppy is running around with us. She may or may not make a special appearance.
She's running around chasing a poor kitten. So
yeah.
We feel bad for
a kitten
what you're
this
about to
big.
do.
Yeah, but
poor Henry.
Poor Henry the kitten.
Poppy,
are you being nice?
Really quickly before we get into what?
Careful of your head.
That's a baby.
I know, it's a baby cat. Okay, we're working.
Okay, so before we get into this, you guys have to tell you about my obsession with Ozark. I don't know how much
our obsession
with Ozark. It's so good.
We have to turn it off on Netflix. We're really late to the game, but we've watched like 1 million of them, and we watch like 2, 3 at a time. And last night there was a moment, it was like 10 o'clock, and Jared was like, it was starting again the next episode, but we were both so like shocked and freaked out by what had happened.
It's too dark past 10 p.m.
It was really brutal.
We have a crazy life over here. 10 o'clock, we're like, good night.
You're welcome, babe.
Yeah.
I captured your youth.
Yeah, you did. You captured it.
Anyway, guys, we're taking design questions and answering design questions. We're talking about how to avoid a renovation disaster before it starts, which we think, you know, collectively with 30 years in the business, 20 years here, 10 years here. Look, it's a visitor. We wanted to share sort of what we know about that so that you can avoid major issues. Pops, look over here and say hello. Good job.
You guys, and we also haven't had a chance since the announcement of season 2 to say,
yeah, we're coming back, everybody, and we're so psyched. We've been getting really good casting submissions, by the way, which is awesome. So thank you for that. And we have not locked any of the 8 episodes yet. So we still want those submissions coming in. Thank you very much.
We're really excited, guys. It's going to be a fun season, and it's been a big year for us. Most recently, Poppy started school, which, if you didn't feel old, have a child that starts school, because that'll do it for you. What's that?
No, the kitty cat likes Tucker.
Yeah, the kitty cat likes the dog.
Yeah, they're friends, Pops. Don't worry. Okay.
Anyway, have a kid, because it is crazy, and watching our daughter kind of navigate the world on her terms for the first time has been unnerving. And guess what? She doesn't really need us.
Doesn't need us. I've cried in the corner 1 million times. Thank you for all of your advice on Instagram honestly. And everything. Come here, Pops. You want to sit with me? No, leave Henry alone. If Henry wants to play with you, he'll come play with you.
She's shouting orders at us. We actually we might work for our daughter, which we have to remind her that we don't.
All right, so what do you want to talk about in terms of money pits?
Well, as you guys know, the whole show is kind of built around the premise of saving yourselves, saving these people from their money pits, and we thought it'd be nice to just kind of give a couple of our top line pieces of advice for you guys when it comes to actually avoiding a money pit. My first and foremost has always been, please plan. Just plan before you swing the hammer. Yeah,
and my best tip for you is that, you know, there's all these websites out there, Yelp, Angie's List, all of these websites that really do... Come on, baby.
The creepy sound in the background is not... We're not in a haunted house. It's our daughter talking to a cat.
A kitten.
A kitten.
But, you know, these sites are terrific, but the best way to hire a contractor, a licensed contractor, is word of mouth. And when you know somebody, when you're in a friend's house or a relative's house who has just gone through a renovation and the contractor was their word and showed up to repair things, because things will always go wrong. If they built a relationship that was trustworthy, you need to work with that person. So my best advice is don't go for the cheapest, don't go for somebody, don't really experiment. You need to have references and you need to use those references.
Experiment in college, not with your renovation.
That's right. Experiment with...
but be careful.
Yeah. Experiment with sexuality.
That's how it always starts. Next thing you know, you're married to a man with a baby.
And...
Surprise!
And a borrowed kitten to occupy your daughter while you do Facebook Live.
It was a surprise to me, but nobody that actually knew me, so... Checks up. I actually have a question from... Marine M. When you are designing a room, where do you start? Do you select the rug first and build around that? Do you select the sofa first? Do you select the paint color first? Babe?
So Maureen M, this is what I would say about that. I've always felt that the most interesting rooms and the best designed rooms are the rooms that feel layered and assembled over time. And the only way you can do that, even if you're trying to, do a room in a week or a weekend, is Pops, careful over there, please. What is that?
It's a cat.
Oh, never mind. I thought it was an outlet. Oh my God, she's carrying it.
Tucker.
Cats
and dogs are fine. This is our life.
Yeah, welcome to our world. So anyway, to assemble a room and make it feel layered over time, the easiest way to do that is to not use everything new.
Right.
When you're not using everything new, there's lots of places you can shop. You can go to an antiques mall locally in your town. You can go to a vintage shop. You can go to a yard sale, an estate sale, a flea market. So don't go and buy what you love.
Right.
You know you need a sofa, and you will find that sofa. But that beautiful lamp, that vintage lamp, or that incredible crusty mirror, those are one-of-a-kind finds that will personalize your space. So my real answer, Maureen M, is start with a floor plan, measure out what you know the room will fit based on how it should function,
and then go out and start.
No, but I know they don't know that, but you can. It's easy. I mean, you want the sofa on this wall.
Right.
You can get a sofa that's 84 inches long and that fits. So do some planning, but then buy the really beautiful, one of a kind. Doesn't have to be expensive, but the vintage stuff first, and then fill that in with the basic pieces like the upholstery and the sofa and the chair.
Good answer. Solid.
All right.
I like that.
Shanaz has a question.
Pops, come here.
What are some ways to hide ugly stucco exterior walls if resurfacing and repainting them is not in the budget for another 1 to 2 years?
I like a big bush, which sounds weird. I mean, saying landscaping
Babe,
is
this
really...
is Facebook. I mean, we have to be careful.
I meant landscaping. I think a great way to add some visual depth to a space and to hide some unsightly architecture that you don't really have the money to spend to resurface would to bring in some high hedges that grow, bring in a vine that you maybe want to grow up. If there's climbing fig that actually grows really quickly, we have it at our own house. It's really beautiful. I think it's a really easy and cost-effective way to hide something like that.
That's a great. I mean, the only thing is that if you buy creeping fig and you plant it and you allow it to grow up your stucco walls, you can't resurface them eventually because it's going to cover them completely. But I love that idea because I'd rather see a beautiful exterior wall covered in vines than, just a smooth wall and all your money went to that.
Like a sponge-painted angel.
All right, Jumatos.
Feel like you're not
417 JHMATOS.
It's Matos.
Okay, sure. If you're listening to us, let us know how to pronounce your name.
We're having a conversation.
Daddy, start working. Do you want to sit with me or no?
Oh,
the fan
noise.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right.
Chaos.
So looking to remodel the master bath. They have a huge soaking tub, but very old style. Would you recommend keeping it or just purchasing a newer model? What are your thoughts on clawfoot tubs?
I love a clawfoot tub.
Me too. I would take it out. If you can afford to take it out, I would take it out. Even if it's not clawfoot and it's just a freestanding tub on its own sort of pedestal, I would definitely explore that. Keep it as classic as possible. The reason that you don't like your soaking tub is because somebody in the 70s or 80s or 90s thought that was going to be the hottest, coolest thing, and it was for 5 years. Now it's over and it feels dated. So look to things I think that are very classic, things that feel like they've been around since the 1920s or could have been. Freestanding tubs come in acrylic, lightweight. They come in cast iron. We have one in our master bathroom that is cast iron. It's white on the inside, and you can paint the exterior of it in any color. And we painted ours putty, shock. But I would definitely take it out.
Yes, we are gay.
All right, babe,
This is not my brother.
You answered Joanne's. Somebody asked if we're gay.
There's a lot of people asking if we're gay.
Married.
Are very gay.
Pops, look. Oh, and we have this person.
Who's that?
Say hi.
Say hi.
Hello.
Oh, are you
Supergirl? Tickles.
All right, scram. We're trying to work, Pops.
We're working.
Monkey.
Okay, Joanne's question is wallpaper rules. Are there any?
No. I actually think wallpaper is having a really fun moment where people are really interested in it and they're taking risks again. I think for me, when I started my design firm, wallpaper felt so dated, but it's fun now and it feels young and there's a lot of interesting patterns and the inspiration are coming from, these great textiles throughout history. So I love wallpaper. I'm doing a project currently where I'm trying to use as much as possible. So have fun. It's a great way to add personality, and it's not structural.
The other thing is too is that if you're sort of tentative about it, wallpaper the back of a bookcase or wallpaper the back of a built-in cabinet. You don't do the entire room if you're sort of still uncertain about it, because that's a great way to add color, pattern, and texture for a client here in Venice. We bought a vintage armoire with glass doors, and all of their dishes and barware are going to go in it. And the back wall we wallpapered in a blue and white fabric, and it's this beautiful old gray painted cabinet, and it looks amazing with the doors closed because you get that extra detail, that extra layer. So yeah, I agree with Jer. Have fun with it, but if you're kind of taking baby steps, use it in the back of your built-in bookshelves, or use it in the back of an old cabinet.
Yeah.
All right. So other questions? Should we do it?
Let's see. Do you guys have questions live that we can answer a couple?
Who?
No questions. Thank you.
Okay, well, Tina had a design question. She's got an open floor plan. Room 1 is traditional, and room 2, Hollywood Regency / romantic. Ooh. How do I make it flow? I would say colors.
Yeah, I would keep a tight color palette. I think when you're trying to mold two design aesthetics, it's actually some of the best work comes out of that. I don't like a space that feels one note. But if you keep a tight palette and a controlled palette, I think it'll really help blend them seamlessly.
And then this question I really love. This is from Christy. She says, what should you put on a 2-story great room wall? Everything always looks lost. You go, and then I'll go.
No, you go.
All right. So I always have said, like for a rule of thumb, that double height thing is really, really difficult to navigate. So I'm glad that you asked that, Christy. I would say ignore the top half of it. Hang a beautiful mirror and a pair of sconces or brackets at a normal height, and make it impactful, make it beautiful, but don't worry about having something that's 50 feet high. Your eye can stop at a normal ceiling line, and so that's just vast space, and it'll make the space feel light and airy and spacious, but I don't think you need to decorate all the way up to the ceiling.
We have that in our house currently, double height. And Nate sometimes will be like, should we put something there? Or we'll both be like, should I do that?
Should we try? We're on ladders trying to figure it out.
Don't make it into something it's not.
Yeah, just leave it and where the walls end on the other, where the ceiling starts on the other 3 walls, just have it be that. All right.
All right, guys. Well, guess what? We're not going to bore you anymore.
Well, Poppy, thank you very much for
Poppy, do you want to come say goodbye to everybody?
Do you want to say bye to everybody? Show them your donkey? Yeah. Okay, let's go. Let's see, over here, you have to show them here.
Come here. Come say goodbye to everybody.
What's that donkey's name?
Emma.
Emma? Okay, come everybody, this is
Emma.
Civilized name. Emma the donkey. Show them here. This is Emma the donkey, and Emma goes like this.
Can you say ciao to everybody? Say goodbye.
And on another note,
on a side note, go ahead.
Yeah, our hearts are broken for everybody who has been affected by the hurricanes. And we have a lot of friends and a lot of people we know and love, and there's a ton of people we don't know that have been affected. So the way that we're helping is going on making donations to Baby to Baby. It's an incredible organization here in Los Angeles that Jared and I are a big part of. Yeah. They donate diapers and supplies for children that need them, and they need them now more than ever. The way to do that is on my Instagram feed and your Instagram feed.
The links are up in the top. Just click on donate anything. Honestly, guys, $5 goes a long way. Yeah. And it would mean the world to a lot of people.
It really would. It's a time right now that we need to be thinking about everybody who's experiencing that. Anyway, thank you very much for your time. Thank you for joining us. Next time, maybe we'll get a babysitter. Imagine that.
That would be revolutionary.
What?
Yeah.
Yay! All right, thanks for your patience.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
See you later.